So as I said, the first episode of season 5 happened last Sunday, and it did not disappoint. However, there was a ton of backlash from the D9 community because one of the characters wore an AKA shield and the colors when it was discovered that the actress who played that character was not a member. Okay. I mean, it left the general public pretty mixed. On one hand, people were seeing and understanding the community's plight, while others were saying that, this was never that serious. A lot of people called out the fact that this character has been in AKA since season 1. Like Ben was talking about it. Her baby shower, her baby's room is pink and green. Like Ben was a member.
Yeah.
And many people assume that HBO and Issa Rae went through the proper channels to get it authorized. I know I did. I was very vocal on TikTok. Well, we found out it was not. Right. And AKA is reportedly taking legal actions against this show.
I knew it was coming. I tried to tell y'all that. Nobody listens to me when I talk. I tried to tell you.
Well, I mean, we thought that. It makes, and I said it on the panel discussion with El Teddy. I was like, no. Now there's a problem because it's like y'all wouldn't do that to Apple, y'all wouldn't do that to Coca-Cola, y'all wouldn't do that to any other brands because y'all know y'all would get y'all shit would get shut down if this is a brand, this is an organization, and you need to ask permission. And the way Issa responded, initially, I thought she was literally saying, "Oh, let me call HBO to get it deleted." No, she was being sarcastic. Right. And the showrunner basically told y'all, "I don't care what y'all saying." That's why I'm glad this season is ended because y'all do too much and y'all and this, that, and third. I'm like, whoa. I mean, I still feel like, you know what I feel like. I'm about to use your quotes. Pay them their money and keep it moving because we don't want them to delete any episodes now. We only get about like 6 a season.
Lord. It's like respecting the brands and
right.
It's for like I think I said to you in the comments, like being a member of a Black fraternity or sorority is an exclusive honor. It's a privilege.
Yeah.
And I'm all about inclusivity and things like that, but I'm also a member of one. I'm an alpha, and we're always going to be about positive portrayals of our brand, and though our brotherhood is diverse, there is some form of protection that we have internally, and so when we're represented externally, especially if you're going to portray us by non-members, there's a protocol in which you get clearance for that, which means that there should have been an AKA consultant there. Also, because if there was an AKA present, she would have made it very clear that you do the pink and green thing. If you want us to consult you on like how to kind of like modify it, like I said, the girl could have been an AKK, or they could have used something else other than official paraphernalia because she had a jacket that had their crest on it.
Had the shield,
yeah, you cannot wear our shields.
Like, where did you even get that from?
If you're not a member. You know what I mean? You can get paraphernalia from any Greek shop, because people buy them as gifts for people when they probate, as birthday gifts and things like that. So, I mean, it's available. It's not like we have a secret website, but wearing it is, the things that people go through to be able to wear those letters across their chest.
Yeah.
Like if you haven't gone through that, it's disrespectful for you to just put it on like it's a costume.
Yeah, like somebody said in the tweets, like you ain't wear the itchy pantyhose or paid the $1,400 to wear what you wore.
Can't name none of the founders.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So it made the character authentic. I get it, but it was a bad business move. There was a way that it should have been handled.
Do you feel there was a little bit of bandwagon jumping? Because I did say in the beginning that this character has always been an AKA and no one had a problem with it until this season. Like, what made this season? I guess because she wore the shield.
Yeah, it wasn't about her being. She could be AKA. There are many, many movies and films that had AKAs in them, or that people were portraying AKAs. Hell, Hidden Figures. All of those women were Ks. Damn near. All of them were sorors. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't displaying the shield.
Right.
You know
and they also didn't highlight that. Like they did.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, there's still a way to go about it. There's a way to reference it without putting on the letters.
And also another conversation. To my knowledge, Amanda Seales is not liked by a lot of people.
Right.
And a lot of people were, I don't know what your stance is, because when I talked about it on the panel discussion, it was like, fuck that bitch. Blah, blah, blah. They were coming for her. Now, as an actor, like she said, I put on wardrobe, I did my job, and it should have just been that.
It's
but
not
people were
Amanda's fault.
attacking her.
No, it's not Amanda's fault.
Mm-hmm.
She's just the actress. Her job is to play the role, and that's it. I took no issue with Amanda Seales. That never was the thing. It's never the actor. It's the production. Production has to get clearance for those things.
Mm-hmm.
And if AKA had put out a statement, congrats. See, it would have been different if the season dropped or ahead of the season. AKA made a statement. Congratulating Issa Rae on the 5th final season. We were happy to work with you, and thank you for your portrayal of our organization. We want to bring in, through your character, Tiffany. Blah blah. Then it would have been different. There would have been nothing that anybody could have said, because it's like, oh, okay. So AKA was made aware. It was approved, like it's approved by the organization, and then that would have been that. But it was because, wait a minute, not this. Why does a non-member have on our crest and our shield and our letters on national television?
And when they came out with that letter, I said, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what? Y'all didn't what?
Mm-hmm. So
it's like, in my thing is this is like, Black organizations are not legitimized in this society that we live in, because, like I said earlier, y'all wouldn't do this to any other brand. And it's sad.
So yeah, but it was still a great episode.
It was, yeah.
I thought
funny.
It was really like, bitch, you got robbed by your friend. Ain't shit changed. Let me go to my reunion so I can start robbing people. Like, hey, shit changed.
Look, and that was some real shit, because let me tell you something. When you get into a place where you get a little bit of status, ain't nobody saying you become like famous or anything now, but like when people notice that you start to get up there, and then they start wanting to hang out with you, my headlights is on. I'm like, what you want to hang out for? Ooh, because you don't know, so many people texting me like, oh, I want to get on the show, or can you co-sign me on TikTok? And I'm like, where you been? You ain't robbing me, honey.
Right. But yeah, it was still a good episode. I'm excited for the season. And sad that it's leaving, but I'm sure she has other things that she's got working.
Yeah. I was a little mad at her because she broke up with Lawrence. Lawrence, that's my man. Well, maybe it was a good thing then.
Yeah. Well, we don't know how the story ends, but yeah, at the end I was like, she was like, I had some time to think, and just left it at that. Like, oh, okay.
Yo, there was something else about speaking about that. His name is Jay Ellis or something like that. Like he was under fire because he was allegedly hiding his white wife or something like that. I mean, me and my best friend already knew like he with a white girl or whatever, but he wasn't. I guess he wasn't trying to let it be known. I'm like, honey, that's worse. I mean, just say. I mean, say. Look, I mean, we're in a space now where it's like, you can date who you want. I think I find it corny that some people. Because look, here's the thing.
He was probably just trying to protect her, because everybody ain't built for that kind of to be all in their personal life. Like, that's your job. Do your job, and then we'll deal with home when you're at home. And people have to go through whatever. Even if she was Black, and we didn't know that he was dating or in a relationship or married, so what? You like him because he's an actor, and that's all you're supposed to get. People have this idea they're entitled to celebrities' lives, complete lives. Like, I blame Michael Jackson and them for that. Because before you saw who you saw on stage, and that was it. Tabloid media blew up in the 70s, 80s, where now you want to know everything about this person, what they eat, who they dating.
I think social media
who the kids, and now that social media is just expands on it in a way that everybody now just has too much access. So they feel like they're obligated to know these things about people. It's just like, no, just mind your business. Enjoy the work that I create, and that's all I owe you. As long as he's protecting his peace and his happiness. And so, whether she's white, Black, Italian, whatever, good for you.
Well, yeah.
Long as I still see your Black ass at the Black Lives Matter march, it's all good.
Okay, let's get into it.
Okay.